Welcome to Beyond the Hologram. My name is Sol, and in this video I'll be talking about the biggest flaw with the law of attraction. So stick around. Welcome back. So we all know the law of attraction, the method of creating anything you want, as they say, using your thoughts. They say you need to ask, you need to really believe you have it, see it as if you already have it, and the universe will create it for you. It started to get traction probably after The Secret came out in 2006, and but before that, it was taught amongst smaller groups. It wasn't as mainstream. It was basically based on the book The Science of Getting Rich and the Master Key System. Later on, Think and Grow Rich and The Richest Man of Babylon and all these other books that talk about how you can create riches using your thinking. When The Secret came out, it became a lot more mainstream, and a lot of teachers came out of the woodwork and started pushing that concept a lot harder. If you look now, there's thousands of self-made gurus that basically just repeat the same thing and tell you that you can have anything you want if you believe enough, and then the universe will deliver it to you. It's like asking from the catalog of the universe, and basically there's nothing that you can't have. There's only one problem with that approach, and that is your soul's path. The law of attraction fails to include that in this concept, in the teachings of the law of attraction. It fails to include divine timing. It basically says, don't worry about your soul's path. Don't worry about what it came here to experience. Don't worry about the path that it set out for you. Just wipe it all off and start again, and create whatever you want. You can, and it doesn't take into account, divine timing, that everything that happens in your life happens at a certain time for a reason, because it works according to a certain plan. There is some kind of an order in this universe. You can't just say, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to have whatever I want, or, whatever, and, it's just going to happen like that. It's like, telling the actors in a play, you just play whatever you want. You choose your part and you choose your words, and, there's no directing, there's no, sequences, nothing. You just do whatever you want. The universe and life has got some kind of an order in it. And when you came into this world, your soul already had a plan for you. It already knew the experiences you're going to experience and the likelihood of you doing certain things. And these things cannot be changed. You can't just say, okay, well, I don't want that. I'm just going to, ask for something else and really believe, and then, I'm going to, create a different reality. You have certain set milestones that you need to reach and certain lessons that you need to learn. You came here with a plan. You didn't come here with an empty slate, a clean slate. The law of attraction basically shuns all that and says you can basically, draw whatever you want on your clear canvas, and all you got to do is just ask, believe, and receive. And there's a lot of problems with that, apart from, of course, going against your plan and your soul's path, pre-planned path. The problem with that is also that the universe has some kind of an order that can't have 1,000 people wanted to be a CEO of one company, for example. Just as an example, if there is if you want to be something that 1,000 other people want the same thing, then, who gets it? The ones that think and believe better? The ones that, have a bigger vision board, or, do more, repeat more mantras in the mornings and affirmations? People came here with a purpose, and everyone has a unique purpose to create a certain order. And, the law of attraction basically comes from a place of ego that says, you can have whatever you want. If you don't like where you are, or if you don't like the path that was chosen for you, then you can just change it. And you can have it whenever you want. You just got to believe, regardless of divine timing. And divine timing is something that is part of your path. It's actually something that is an integral part of your path, that was designed to bring about certain things and experiences at the time that they were designed to come up. And the law of attraction is saying, you don't worry about it. You can have it whenever you want, and you can have whatever you want regardless of that. That is, there is like saying, you go against the GPS's instructions on how to get to your destination, and you can just manifest a new road. Even though the road's already built to your destination, but you may not like the scenery, so you think, I'm just going to manifest something else. And that is the reason why, the law of attraction has such poor results. And I know that a lot of people are probably going to jump in the comment section and just say, look, I manifested and it worked for me and all that. But they forget that what they've received came from a desire. And a desire is a way for your soul to actually guide you in a certain direction. If you want to check out a video I made earlier, about the three main methods your soul guides you down your path, you're more than welcome, and I'll leave a link below to if you want to check it out. But one of the methods is, through inspiration and desires. It's like the starting gun to your path. You get a desire, your soul sends you a desire to do something. That's how it leads you to do what you need to do in this incarnation. You think that desire, came from out of nowhere. You followed their desire, and because it's something that was meant to happen in your life, you think you manifested it. But you forget that you had a desire first, and that desire came from somewhere. On the other hand, if you try and manifest something that is not part of your path, you'll see that it will not happen, and your higher self will always try and pull you back on track to where you need to be. And even those people that teach and practice teach and preach about the law of attraction, I guarantee you that they have a lot of failures and a lot of things that they don't receive using the law of attraction. A lot of disappointments. They also have bad relationships, and they also have, failed businesses and financial losses and all that, and the things that we experience in our lives. They will tell you that they basically they have whatever they want. They use this method, and they just bring about, whenever they need, funds for something, whenever they need to manifest money, they just do it. But I guarantee you that that's not the case. If anything, they make money teaching you how to lead you astray and how to veer off your path. So now you go against the plan that was made for you, using some method that that tells you that you can have and do whatever you want in your life, regardless of timing, regardless of lessons and experiences that you're here to experience, and then you get lost. The other thing that it teaches is that your thoughts manifest. And there's this thing about, be careful, don't think negative. And, this thing that really drives me crazy. Negative thinking is not going to create what you're thinking negatively about in real life. You can look back at your life and see that there were many times that, you were worried and you were negative and thinking about, a lot of negative thoughts and whatever, and they didn't come about. On the other hand, you may have not believed that something in your life would happen. Like, getting a job, you thought you had no chance, or winning a competition or whatever, that you thought you had no chance, and you couldn't believe that that you would get it or win it or whatever, and it happened because it was meant to happen in your life, regardless of what you were thinking. I also made a video about why negative and positive thinking are just as important for a good balanced life. If you want, you can check it out as well. But the law of attraction comes in and says, no, you cannot think negatively. You got to be positive all the time. And it creates this fear in you that, whenever you feel negative about something, which is, you're humanly right, you start panicking and try and block these thinkings because you believe that they're going to manifest in your life. They're not going to manifest in your life. Look back at your life and see how it unfolded. The majority of the time, things came out of nowhere, and the majority of the time, life took you the opposite direction to where you were trying to go using the law of attraction. And that by itself should tell you and show you that there is a plan to your life, and you are being guided down this road in divine timing. And to use the law of attraction against that, it's basically, playing a game against, a very, sacred plan that is carved in stone. And that is the biggest problem with the law of attraction. There's a lot of people on YouTube that, keep teaching and repeating the same thing. And now, 20 years, almost 20 years after The Secret, or maybe 15 years or whatever, a lot of people don't seem to manifest what they want using this method. So now there's the second wave of, correction. Oh, no, you're not doing it right. The only thing you're not doing right is going against your intuition, and you're going against your soul's path. A lot of things that are part of your path will happen regardless of whether you're thinking negative, positive, regardless of whether you're putting vision boards up, or whether you believe it, or whether you pray 3 times a day, or repeat mantras and affirmations. They are going to happen regardless. And knowing that, will give you that peace of mind that you are where you need to be. If thinking about and manifesting money was that easy, the world would have looked a lot differently. And if designing your life the way you think you want to design your life was that easy, the world would have been falling into chaos. You can't have 20 CEOs. There's a certain hierarchy in the universe. And you have a purpose as part of that hierarchy that you need to complete in this incarnation. So I hope this makes sense. I know that it's not going to be very popular amongst, certain people. But, I understand cognitive dissonance, and I understand that, a lot of people really want to believe that, the law of attraction is the thing. And for me to come and say to them, you're wasting your time. You need to actually listen to your soul. You need to actually listen to your intuition. And don't confuse your desires that come from your soul that creates, that gives you an inspiration to go and do something, as something that you are manifesting and that the universe is creating for you. As I said, you get a desire, that desire sends you to accomplish it through, inspirations and all sorts of synchronicities. That's just the way they lead you to your destination. So don't confuse that with, the law of attraction manifesting it for you. Desires that come from the ego will not manifest. You can try and manifest winning a lottery, but if it's not part of your path, you will not win the lottery no matter how many times you repeat it a day. Because winning the lottery can actually, again, veer you off your path. If your path was to do something and you win the lottery, which then, sends you somewhere else, then it's not going to happen. I'm sorry to tell you this. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. To be honest, I was a bit reluctant to make this video because I knew that it was going to be quite, controversial amongst a lot of people. But, the truth of the matter is, my channel, Beyond the Hologram, its purpose is to actually help people step outside the holographic reality and the manufactured reality we all live in. The reality that made us forget that we have a purpose to complete and we have a path that was decided for us and that we are guided down this path. And even though sometimes, it doesn't look like something that, you want to agree to, if you be patient and just, let life lead you to it, you'll see that that's probably going to be, the most satisfying thing for you. Even if it doesn't involve big houses, big cars, a lot of money or whatever. So I've made this video anyway. The truth is just the truth. I don't make it up, and I'm not here to stir things up or whatever. Like I said, I'm here to remind people that they need to step outside of the holographic reality and live their truth. And their truth is not big houses and materialistic, stuff. This is not what life is all about. You're here to learn lessons and experiences, which were already, predetermined for you on birth. So until next time, take care and just trust that you are where you need to be. Bye now.